I know there's more to life than like dating and finding a man, and that's all I make videos about, but it's just something I'm really passionate about. And I feel like the girls on here get it, and it's like you guys are like we're on FaceTime, you know, you're like my diary. I tell you everything. Things I probably shouldn't, but it's like there needs to be a study done on men in this generation because they don't know how to date, they don't know how to communicate. I got so violently ghosted by this guy this past week, and it's like out of nowhere. Like, we went on a date last Saturday, went swimming, we hung out the very next day, beautiful, like we were just hitting it off. Later on that week, came over to my place, like gave me some sweatshirts that he didn't want anymore, gave me his sweatshirts, kissed me on the lips goodbye. The very next day, ghosted. Isn't that so fun? Like, isn't that, I love that. I just love that part about dating, when you like think things are going really good and it's like it's like, oh my god, like this is it. Ghosted. Yeah, like literally have not heard from him since. I even texted him, like I double texted him, which like hurts my pride because I'm the princess, okay? I'm not supposed to be doing the chasing. Anyways, I texted him again and I was like, so like we're just done here? Question mark. Because it hurts my feelings more to be ghosted than if you were just upfront and said like, you're ugly and I hate you and I don't want to talk to you anymore. That would hurt my feelings less. And my pride, okay? So yeah, I texted him and I was like, hey, like what's going on? Like, are we done here? No answer. Yeah, it's like I've never been so violently ghosted in my life. Like, who knew that was a thing? I love dating.
Did she say anything about the numerous dates that he had to take her on? Besides, you know, taking her to the pool to swim for free. Did she say anything about the providing, the courtship that he needed to provide? No. She said nothing about that, right? Did she say anything about the hoops that he had to jump through to get to her? Because I didn't hear that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you see the age that she's at. It's time to start making those standards. Let's get the next one.
This is a hot take, but we are going to be extinct as a species, the women, because every single girl that I've spoken to in the last few months, like gorgeous, amazing, model-esque girls, are having the same issue that the guys that they're talking to, the guys that they're seeing, the guys that they're not even going on dates with because they don't even get to that point, are all struggling with the exact same issue. So if you're going through this, like, I don't want you to think it's you. I go to a ton of events where I meet like the most gorgeous girls and I'm like, are you single? And they say, yeah. I say, you're single? Like, yeah, I can't find a guy. I'm like, how can you not find a guy? Which makes me feel better, but it also makes me feel worse. The fact that like the most beautiful, successful girls in the world are unable to find like normal, sturdy men. They'll either have a date planned with a guy the day of he ghosts them. They'll go on a few dates, like get love bombed like crazy. This guy seems perfect on paper, has his life together, has a job, works out, and he's not ready to commit, but he's like 37. It's like an ongoing theme that's coming up time and time again in my life with every girl that I meet is going through the exact same thing. And I saw Tinks posted about it and she said we're going through a paradigm shift. I don't know what paradigm means, but I felt that shift. And I fear like we're gonna go extinct as a population. The good men are dying out. And all the ones that are actually good are like, you know, being normal and getting into relationships and like being good. Say if this is happening to you, and I don't want you to take it as like a personal attack on you because I can get like that where I get in my feelings. I'm like, it's never gonna be me. I'll never find someone normal. None of us will. So yeah, there's no hope for us all. And I pray that the men get well soon.
She's saying, you know, nice and sturdy men. I don't even want to hear all of this because you can have that. We know that's not what you're getting at. That is not what she's getting at. She said the good men are dying out. You see, the funniest thing about this is, right, she's mentioning, you know, God forbid you find a guy who has a job and he works out and this, that, and the third, and these guys still don't want to commit at 37. Well, why should they have to? Because you wasted your time. Why? See, they tell women this all the time. You're too young to get married. You're too young for this. You're too young for that. You're too young to be taken seriously. You're too young to do this. Okay. See how that works out for you. As men, it doesn't matter. It tells you you're too young for this and that. It's only going to help us. It doesn't help you. But it's just funny that she's like, good men are dying out. How are good men dying out? Because they're not bowing down to you. Well, I'd rather be looked at as a bad man than getting patted on my head for doing what they say and being called a good boy like a dog. Absolutely not. Let's get the next one.
Do not check in on the men. Do not check in on the men. They know you're alive. They know you exist. They have your number. They call you. They text you. They FaceTime you. They stalk you when they want something. And then they drop off. Because they don't want anything from you at the moment. Why? Because that's how they are. And you know the difference between men and women? Men are fucking selfish. And the second you understand that, everything is gonna make sense to you. Especially dating. Especially knowing that men don't change. It doesn't matter how old they are. They will still behave that way. Not saying all men, but most. Most of them. Good luck finding a man that's emotionally intelligent. Good luck finding a man that knows how to communicate his feelings. Good luck finding a man that is honest. Good luck finding a man that is thoughtful. Good luck finding a man that has integrity. And you're sexually attracted to him. Good luck.
She said if a man is emotionally intelligent, has all these things, and he knows how to communicate, and he's sexually attractive, so you're sexually attracted to him, right? All those things have nothing to do with money. I'm telling you, you let them talk long enough, it just exposes everything. So the things that he has, right, should have more meaning to it, because money is just something you can go get. Money is something that you can go get. You can't obtain all of these things if you're not a person that's well-rounded. So why would these dudes make you a big deal? Why would these dudes make you a big deal? So she has nothing to offer in return. See, all this psychobabble on the video is just basically her saying, I have nothing to offer a guy that has all of these things, right? That are not easy to come by. So he goes on and finds a woman who's on his level. I have a problem with that. That's it. The men they want don't necessarily need to have this thirst for them, and it's a problem. Let's get the next one.
Men today actually do scare me because I think their dopamine receptors are actually so cooked. Like Klay Thompson cheating on Meg Thee Stallion is just more evidence that over time, men will forget the value of the woman that they are currently with. It's Meg the fucking Stallion. And the argument of you don't know what she's like behind closed doors doesn't give the right to cheat on somebody. It really doesn't. I'm sorry to break it to you. So in solidarity of Meg Thee Stallion, just cheat on your boyfriend. Beat him to the punch. They'll forget they're with like the greatest woman in the world anyway. Just do it.
Why are they running to this whole like Megan Thee Stallion thing? She's a celebrity. She's a celebrity. You will not be in the same predicament that she's in. But let's talk about this, right? She cheated on herself. Klay Thompson didn't even cheat on her. If anything, he operated with emotional intelligence. He told her, I don't think I'm going to be able to be monogamous. It's still a problem. But why are you using her as some comparison? Ladies, this is why you can't be loyal to a man and all of this stuff. She played herself. Her public image is dirt. She cheated herself out of a good situation. You thought this high-profile dude was really going to take her seriously? And that's the thing. They don't analyze anything before they make judgments. He told her, I don't know if I can be monogamous. He was straight up with her. So that's basically like, you know, I'm thinking about you're renting a house and the owner says, I'm about to sell this place, so I'm going to give you a heads up so you can start looking for a place ahead of time. That's all that was. But no matter if they're famous or they're regular, the men they want, they can't hang on to. You know what's funny about this also? Women have the right to change their mind. After, you know, the day after you smash, they could change their mind. Maybe they were pressured into it, whatever. The world will believe them at first glance. You take her on a bunch of dates. You shower her with things. She changes her mind about the way she feels about you. She changes her mind on the approach she wants to take with you now. Maybe wants to put you on the back burner. A new guy came in the situation. But it's funny, as soon as a dude changes his mind, it's a problem. And to say that he fumbled is actually hilarious because women are still going to take him seriously. No matter the situation, they can rant and rave all they want. Women are still going to take him seriously. Younger women, in fact. Meg Thee Stallion, she can't just date anybody now, can she? Because of her standards. It's going to be hard. Let's get the next one.
I was chatting with a guy tonight and he was like, yeah, I'm on the dating apps. Are you? And I'm like, no, Deleted that shit back in July of 2025. You wanna know why? Because I never met a good man off a dating app, and that's just me, alright? It's like a breeding ground of men that I'm not supposed to fucking meet, that I'm forcing myself to meet. They got a resume of things I like. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? So I want you to figure this out about me, you know? He's like, yeah, you know what, like, you're not wrong, blah, blah, blah. He's like, agreeing with me, of course, you know, I'm fucking smart. I got dog fur all over me. He's like, you know, I just feel like women are looking for like the next best thing. My friend of a friend is like fucking Morgan Wallen. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. Men are also DMing fucking Instagram models being like, I have a chance. And like, shit isn't even like out of their message requests. We think we have access to so many like hot fucking people, and we just like can swipe right and just get the next easiest thing. And oh, I can get this celebrity, or I can get this pro player. And you know what? I'm one of them. Because back in 2017, I was like, Cody Bellinger, hey, how you doing? Let me slide in real quick. You know what I mean? Like, we do think we have access to so many fucking people, and we're like, oh, we can get better. We can get better. You know what? And we're going to be single forever because of it. Because we're always thinking we can get the next best thing. It's easy. It's easy to just like, hey, you never know who's going to answer a DM, right? Could be me. Crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't do that anymore. That was back in 2017. That's why everyone's fucked. We're all fucked. Everyone's fucked. I think that I'm gonna be with fucking... Who can I say here? Backers can't be choosers at this point, right? But like, I think I can be with like the next best thing. I'm like, yeah, he'll see a DM, he'll love me, and we'll get married. Hey, at least I'm real about it. I don't got the dating apps, but I do got Instagram DMs. We're all just looking for the next best thing, so we're all fucked.
Back in 2017, she had no game. And in 2026, she has no game. She still has no game. And you would think that this chick, she's all over the internet, right? You would think that some rich, good-looking simp would be like, you know what? I got time to save an extra chick today. I'm going to save this chick. No. Still out here making these videos. You just can't make this stuff up, bro. They think dating apps are this game.